Hi, I'm Rita Harris.
And I'm Haley Lofton, and this is our technology application project.
The strategy we're going to use is WordSplash. This is an example of WordSplash.
The technology app that we used was Storybird. This app uses art and students' own words to create a story, and it also encourages critical thinking and reading.
I'm going to go ahead and pull up the website. So it's free to log in, create an account. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Create, and it provides you multiple pages of stuff. You can also look up stuff like teacher, and there you go. You can create a story out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this picture and use this art. There's three forms. There is long form book, which is a chapter book, a picture book, and a poem. So I'm going to create a picture book to show an example. And there's different pictures that you can use. You can drag your art here, write your story here. So Sally loved to dance. So you can just create it. So that's how that works. You can add pages, go stuff over.
For the steps, WordSplash is a way of allowing students to predict the outcome of a story based on the select words that you provide them with. Storybird can be merged with this strategy by allowing students to create a visual story of what they predict will happen based on the words from the WordSplash. This could be used in any subject that requires students to read, whether it be fiction or nonfiction. We actually chose social studies. After reading the real story, the students will be able to compare and contrast their stories and the stories that they created and the concrete story from the social studies book.
How is this a best practice? This is a pre-reading strategy that encourages students to be more engaged with the story that they are reading in any content area subject, and see how accurate their predictions are to what they have created versus what is in the textbooks.
So some of the pros is that it removes learning and teaching a certain subject such as social studies from being an ordinary or dull routine. It also provides students with a way to gather their thoughts about a certain topic as well as make them want to read.
Cons are students are not always informed on how to use technology, causing some students to stop the class from moving on and holding the entire class back. Students may not always stay on topic with the assignment and go overboard on the story that they are asked to create. So we have created an example of a story using a story from a social studies book for fourth graders about the Texas history. So we were given a word splash, and so here it is. The title is called Get Out. So that is the story we created, and I hope y'all enjoy this project and can use it in the classroom. Thank you for watching this.
Okay, so for the actual assessment, after the actual story from the text is read, we would assess students informally by having them compare and contrast what was different and what was similar from their stories that they created compared to the actual event that occurred. And they will do so by creating a T-chart on a sheet of notebook paper.